Henry, I'm off to Sam's party. Don't tell Mum, okay? Just be careful. This was typical of Jackie on a Saturday. She would always go out to parties, spending our parents' money, of which they had plenty. They constantly went on holidays, drove around in luxurious cars and expensive clothes, but somehow never had time for the two of us. So naturally, Jackie began to rebel and sneak off to parties and get wasted. My way of rebelling was drinking loads of energy drinks and eating sweets, whilst gaming non-stop for over 12 hours at a time, which was pretty normal for a teenage boy. I'd been gaming for another 2 hours when I heard a massive crash, so loud I could hear it over my friends talking on the headset, coming from downstairs. It was my windows being smashed. Someone was trying to get in. My eyes grew wide with panic. I shot up, turned off the Xbox and made sure my door was locked. I began panicking. I could hear footsteps stomping heavily up the stairs. I quickly pulled out my phone to ring the police, but I had no battery. My heart began to pound loudly in my chest as the doorknob began to move. Then boom, they began kicking my door. I had to hide. Being a messy teenager, I noticed a pile of dirty washing in the corner and decided that was my best chance. Just as I'd covered myself with dirty clothes, I heard my door give way. I could hear a man's heavy breathing accompanying his footsteps, then him going through my belongings. He threw open the doors to the wardrobe and destroyed my room. It felt like an eternity, me trying not to breathe loudly or move a muscle. It was finally silent. Was he still in here? Had he noticed me? Something sounding like a book falling to the floor shattered the silence, and I heard the man run to another door and start kicking that one. I had to get out. I snuck as silently as I could over to my window and quietly opened it. I braced as I looked down, then dropped. I landed funny and twisted my ankle as I did. Typical, I thought. Adrenaline was rushing through me, and I sprang up on my feet and limped as quickly as I could over to a neighbor's house and start braying on the door. After what felt like an hour, they answered. It was a young man, and he ushered me inside. I looked back one last time, and my world crumbled. I began to cry and scream. Jackie must not have gone to the party. As in her window was a man, holding her decapitated head with a sinister grin on his face. My parents knew some dodgy people, and they probably knew we were home alone, as we were every other week. They loved their holidays. Our silent alarm went straight through to the police, but they didn't arrive in time, and my sister's head was never found, nor was her killer. It still haunts me to this day. I don't think I'll ever get